Coming up this week on the Center of It All, we take a look back at one local farm with delicious summer products, and a local Olympic wrestler is moving on to new things. We sat down with him to see what his plans are for the next coming months. Mel takes breakfast to a whole new level, and we show you an app that makes traveling easier than ever. Don't go anywhere, it's all right here on the Center of It All. Welcome to the Center of It All. The weather is warming up and we are getting outside and showing you a local farm that has the perfect local summer drinks. Out with the old and in with the new is a saying you won't hear at Tate Farm. The over 130-acre farm still sells one original product that has been around for 4 generations, and they have the bottles to prove it. So what is this trendy and most popular item that has grown over the past 20 years? Shrub. Shrub is a drink mixture that started back in colonial times. The Tate Farm is the original seller of the mixture, which is made purely from fruit, distilled vinegar, and organic sugar. The farm started making shrubs in 1987, starting with raspberry, but it wasn't an instant hit.
We've been selling them in this community for a really long time. It's taken years to make it be known and popular and all those things.
With growing popularity, there are now 13 different types of shrubs sold. The newest addition to the family, grapefruit, was released just a few weeks ago and is made with organic grapefruit from Florida. The selection will expand in the fall with the addition of a pear mixture.
What we've discovered is that using different fresh fruits, we can create these wonderful new flavors of shrubs and mixers.
But shrub isn't just gaining popularity here. Travel to Maryland, New York, Virginia, and part of Ohio, and you'll see the fruity mixture sitting on the shelves.
What the local flavors are, and so on, that's a big movement all around the country. So I think that when people go to Colonial Williamsburg and they see our fruit shrub on the shelf there, they say, "Oh my gosh, that's from my hometown." So there's a pride, there's a ownership in that this comes from the area that I live.
And where is this delicious drink being made that is shipped all over the Mid-Atlantic? Right down the road in the middle of Boalsburg.
Local is the #1 consumer trend, and so I think that people are very proud of what comes from their local community, what makes their local community unique.
Shrub isn't the only thing made in Boalsburg. Tate Farm is also known for their delicious varieties of jams, and the drive behind it.
Our goal was to make a very clean, very pure and simple jams.
With the use of a citrus pectin, about 1/3 of sugar is used compared to commercial jams. This gave the jam a more natural and fresh fruit taste.
The flavor of the fruit to just come through, and it's just like putting, it's sort of the next best thing to putting a handful of fresh fruit into your mouth.
But for the family behind the farm, it wasn't just about producing local, natural products. They wanted people to be able to make a special connection between what they were tasting and a memory.
And often when people taste our jams, what they say is it harkens back to, "Oh my gosh, it tastes just like the pie my grandmother used to make." So it touches something, some fond memory or something, So we're always trying to help, our food connect people to good feelings and good experiences and, in their lives.
So out of the 12 different flavors available, which one should you try? Local favorites point to either sour cherry or the ever so famous Pennsylvania Dutch strawberry rhubarb. But fruit isn't the only thing sold at Tate Farm. They offer a variety of plants, and when winter flurries in, they have over 25 acres of Christmas trees. Even with the growing popularity of products over the years, co-owner Kim Tate still can't believe it's grown into what it is today.
You never know. You start something and then it goes.
I can't wait to see what new things they come out with this summer. When we come back, John Stroh talks a little wrestling with Ken Cherto.
Welcome back to the Center of It All. Our next guest, many of you may know, is our color analyst on the Match of the Week. And some of you may know him as the owner of Gold Medal Training Camps. But it's my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Ken Cherto, the new head wrestling coach at Queen's University. Welcome to the show, Ken.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hello from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Kenny, the one thing we probably have in common is the weather right now. Probably the same here here as it is in Charlotte.
Indeed, I hear it's really nice up there in State College today, but the benefits of Charlotte are year-round nice weather.
Without a doubt. Hey, Kenny, let's jump right into this. You know, you've coached at Ohio State and Penn State, you know, leaving your alma mater in 1994. You know, what made you want to get back into the sport of wrestling from a coaching standpoint after 23 years?
Well, I've been engrossed and entrenched in wrestling for the entire time, just focused on a younger age group, and it's been exciting to see my athletes go on to excel at different colleges. It's been really rewarding, and now that our children are in college, my wife and I have been talking about moving south and considering getting back into college wrestling. Been talking about starting a program. So with one big decision to move here to Queens University of Charlotte, we knocked off 3 things on our bucket list. Move south, start a new college wrestling program, and coach college wrestling.
Cool. Hey, what is it for you, you know, about the Queens University position, you know, that got your interest going?
Well, they're committed to Olympic sports. When I talked to the vice president who called me during spring break, I was on vacation in Naples with our children in spring break, and the vice president of the university, James Bullock, called us and said they are committed to adding wrestling, and they were going to put together a full scholarship budget and, you know, support the program. They're dedicated to Olympic sports. They have an NCAA championship swimming team here and many other successful sports programs. And you know, it opened my mind to taking a look at it.
That's really cool. Now listen, hey, you know, you're building a new program from the ground up. You know, what are some of the biggest challenges that lay in front of you?
Well, I think the first step is promotion of the program, letting people know what's going on, and I appreciate you talking to me about it. And then secondly is recruiting. I mean, my job from now till September, when the new athletes come on campus, is to recruit. And especially right now for the seniors, is getting the best student athletes in the country to come to Queens. And that's what I've been all over for the past couple weeks, literally from the time I've been hired. And we've already had over 30 athletes on campus for visits in the past couple weeks. We have a great situation going on, and we've got commitments already. And I'm just real excited about the quality of wrestlers and students that has come here. And they're coming from all over the country. We're a small private school down here in Charlotte, and in-state, out-of-state, doesn't matter. So we've had visitors from California, Arizona, New York, and about every corner of the nation.
Hey, for you, you know, with your gold medal training camps, you know, I would have to imagine that for you, you know, you've been doing camps in just about every state across the country. That has to be a huge advantage for you from a recruiting standpoint.
Absolutely. I mean, I've started by recruiting from my camp and will continue to do so. Athletes who choose to come to my camp, make that commitment and train, I have my eyes on them. I'm training them. I get to evaluate them. It's definitely a great opportunity. So I've seen so many of my campers excel at the highest level. I mean, look what Zane Rutherford's doing right now at Penn State. I mean, he came through my camp every year, many weeks a year since he's 8 years old, and now he's the most dominant wrestler in the country. He went away to college ready to succeed. I mean, he was an NCAA All-American as a true freshman. He beat Logan Stieber. He was amazing from the get-go. So I've been training athletes to excel in college for many, many years, and now I get to pick them up when they're already into college and help them fulfill their highest potential.
Cool. Hey, Kenny, you know, for you, I would imagine that you plan to keep the camps going, right?
Absolutely. The camp at the Ramada Inn has been there for over 20 years. At the State College Ramada, we've been there. So July 16th through 29th, we're going to be there again and again and again. I'm going to have a Pennsylvania pipeline coming to Charlotte. So Pennsylvania wrestlers, you want to come to the South, you want to wrestle for me, and you want to have a great small private school to train and get your education at, Queens of Charlotte's the place. So yes, I'm going to be running camps in Pennsylvania consistently, just like I have been for the past 20 plus years.
Hey, Kenny, real quick, we're running out of time here, but what's been the best part for you so far?
Best part's been meeting some new young prospects, student athletes and their parents, and interacting with them and sharing Queens with them and just getting to know some new people and seeing their excitement for Queens University of Charlotte and the campus, the facilities, and the people that they're meeting. It's been a lot of fun, and my wife and I have enjoyed doing that together. And like I said, we've had over 20 visitors in the past couple weeks, so it's been busy times.
Hey, Kenny, you know, on behalf of all of us here, you know, we want to wish you the best of luck, and we want to thank you for your contributions to, you know, to WHVL.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's been fun working for you guys, and so glad you're promoting high school wrestling in the area and for sports in general. So what a great service to the community, and I'm glad to be in that area.
Hey, Kenny, hey, we'd rather know you and throw you.
There you go.
All right. Coming up next on the center of it all, our resident foodie, Mel Prosciutti, has a great frittata.
Welcome back to the center of it all. Do you need a quick breakfast with simple ingredients? Mel shows us the perfect solution.
Breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, late night snack. Sometimes you just gotta have frittata. Join me for a few minutes this morning while I chat about this Italian one-skillet egg dish and show you how to make my sausage, peppers, and onions frittata. Let me start by saying that frittata is known as the Italian version of the omelet. Well, I tend to disagree. I liken it to the Italian version of the quiche because it's thick and rich in cream and bakes in the oven in 20 to 30 minutes. The omelet, which is relatively thin, goes from stovetop to table in a few short minutes. That said, let's head over to the stovetop and make a frittata. The Italian word frittata comes from the Italian word friggere, which means to fry, which is why a frittata is associated with a skillet. I'm using a 6-inch skillet today to demonstrate, but when you go to my blog, Kitchen Encounters, you're going to see that I've done the math for you. The instructions are written to use an 8 or a 10-inch skillet too. I'm frying 8 ounces of sweet Italian sausage in here, and it's going to take me about 6 minutes to get this nice and brown and crisp, and I'm just going to roll with it. If you want to make this a vegetarian meal, what I'm going to suggest to you is to substitute 8 ounces of diced potatoes, a little bit of olive oil with some salt and pepper, and then throw them in. And then you've got a vegetarian frittata, or you could, serve it as a side dish that way with sausage patties, bacon, or a ham slice to the side. So this is just going to take a few minutes till it browns and crisps up. About 5.5, 6 minutes. My sausage is just turning nicely brown. Smells fantastic. I'm going to turn my heat off for a minute. And I'm going to use, with the aid of my spatula and a slotted spoon, I'm going to remove the sausage from the skillet to a paper towel lined plate. And what this is, I'm going to leave all the drippings in here. And I'm going to saute my vegetables all in the same pan. And that's another reason why a frittata is a one-skillet Italian egg dish, because everything's done in the same pan that it's cooked in, and it's served out of the same pan that it's cooked in. Turn the skillet back on, medium-high heat, and now it's time to add my vegetables. I'm going to go with 1/2 cup of onion. I've got 1/2 cup of mushrooms. 1/2 cup of green peppers, because that's what I like, and 1/2 cup of red bell peppers, because that's what my husband likes. Now this is 3 total cups. If the total filling content in this is going to be 3 total cups. If there's anything here you don't like, as long as you have 3 total cups of filling in your frittata, put anything in here that you want. Now we're going to season our vegetables. I'm giving it a grinding of sea salt, and I'm using a nice peppercorn blend, not just black pepper, all sorts of colors of peppers. And I'm going to saute these just like I did the sausage till everything's tender, just starting to turn brown, and that's going to take about 6 minutes too. My vegetables are soft and tender, but they're still really colorful. It's been about 5.5 to 6 minutes. And now the next trick is you turn your stove down to as low as it will go. Turn it low or turn it off. I'm going to add my sausage back to the skillet. I'm going to top it with a melting cheese. I'm using cheddar today because I like the taste of cheddar with sausage, but mozzarella, Emmentaler, Gruyere, there's all sorts of great melting cheeses out there. Use your favorite. I'm going to put this right over the top. And next I've got 6 extra large eggs and a ½ cup of cream, and it is real deal cream. You can use half and half, and you can sort of use milk, but if you're not using full dairy to make a frittata, trust me, you might as well add water. Don't do it. I'm going to drizzle my egg mixture in here. Tippy top, folks, tippy top. And I'm going to let this cook low and slow for 1.5 to 2 minutes just to get the bottom to set up a little bit. And then I'm going to pop it into a 325-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now that you've seen the traditional way to make a frittata on the stovetop, I want to show you another option. This morning, I sauteed my sausage and my vegetables just the way I showed you. I've placed all of my sauteed veggies in a casserole dish. This is perfect, especially if you want to increase the quantity of your frittata to make a big dish and feed a big crowd. I'm going to put the sausage right over the top, like I did a few minutes ago, in the skillet. Spread that out over the top. I'm going to layer my cheese right on top of the meat. And I'm going to drizzle in my egg mixture, just like we did in the skillet. Now I'm going to pop this in the oven right next to the skillet frittata, and it's going to bake in the exact same amount of time. Originally, frittata was an inexpensive way to use up a week's worth of leftovers. That was smart. Nowadays, frittata is an inexpensive way to add a protein and vegetable-packed dish to your family's meal rotation. That's smart too. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.
When we come back, we show you a loving beagle looking for his new family and an app that keeps all your travel reservations saved in one place. Welcome back. Nittany Beagle Rescue shares a pup this week looking for his new loving family.
This is Brantley. He's a 2-year-old beagle with Nittany Beagle Rescue. He was surrendered to us by a family who had an allergy, so he is a great family dog. He has been doing really well with my 3 dogs, and he's been non-reactive to my cats. Actually, my cats will snuggle with him and lick his ears, and he just doesn't do anything. He would be good with as an only dog in a house, or he would do really good with animal companions. He has a lot of energy, he loves to play, and he is a snuggle bug. If you're not standing, if you're sitting, he will be a good lap dog for people who want a real part of the family.
If traveling is on your agenda this summer, then this app needs to be in your phone. We take an in-depth look on how to keep your entire travel itinerary all in one place. Traveling just got easier with Google Travel. This app has it all. First, you plan your trip by entering in your destination, both foreign or domestic, and the dates you plan on going. From there, it groups all your travel needs by categories. All your hotel and flight info can be found in the reservation tab, and your hotel location and address is all stored on the app. And the best part, you don't need to be connected to Wi-Fi. A second category has all the tour sites you need, separated into groups, like top spots, indoors, outdoors, and kid-friendly. Once you find a place you're interested in, you simply click on it, and all the information you need is right at your fingertips. It also shows you where everything you're interested in is located on a map. The third category is food and drink. These are broken down into restaurants, cafes, and bars and pubs. Pick a category and a plethora of food sources appear for you to choose from. Simply make a selection. And if you want to remember it, press the star beside its name. Then go to your saved places, and all your food and tourist attractions you're interested in are listed. And shown on a map so you can easily plan your trip and decide how you want to spend your vacation days. That wraps up this week's Center of It All. Be sure to check our Facebook page for any episodes you may have missed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.